What is going on, friends? Taking it a little easy today, and I'm just going to be telling you about the different things that I wish I would have known when I started music production. When you start something new, it's always exciting. You always want to do just everything, and there's so much information out there. And today I just want to break down the different things that I wish I would have known when I started doing music production. So we're gonna get into this list here, and hopefully you'll learn something. No, you're definitely gonna learn something today. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing I wish I would have known is there are so many things out there for music production that are free.
What?
That's right, free. Now, it may have changed a little bit from when I first started in music production, which was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Now, instruments, effects, compressors, all the fun things and audio nerd type stuff, all of that is available for free. And not just free, some good quality stuff is out there.
My life is good. Really good.
You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to get started in this anymore like you used to. Now there's so many things that you can access, and you don't have to spend money for them. Number two, and this might offend some music producers,
Decent people everywhere will get offended.
you don't have to buy everything when you get started.
What did you say?
When you buy that stuff, you have to learn how to use all of it. I don't know how many times I personally have gone to Guitar Center and traded in or tried to get Guitar Center bucks. I don't know what their thing is.
This is a Schrute buck.
I have done that so much for things that just, the marketing was really good. They make it seem like when you get our products, you will be a Grammy award-winning producer tomorrow.
You sit on a throne of lies.
That's not the case at all. Get something simple and just learn that. Get a few things, a few basics. What do you need? You need a computer, a MIDI keyboard, some sort of audio interface. If you're doing anything with a microphone or you're doing anything with guitars, that's it.
Wow.
Master that, and you'll be surprised how much you can produce and how much you can get done with just those things. So I come from the musician background. So when I got into music production, my idea was I was going to play everything. The world of production involves using loops, using samples, and I used to think like,
Oh no, that's not real music. That's not.
no, you're creating. Let's say you have a band of people that come together and create music. Each person is going to have a different perspective. They're going to bring something different to your song, to your music. I personally like to think of loops and samples as another musician kind of bringing their idea. Caveat to that, do something to them to make them your own. That's just me. So another thing I wish I would have known when I got started is that my ability to hear something good and create something that sounds just as good was going to take time.
Don't say that to me.
I remember thinking like, oh man, like I'm a musician, so I got a way to record and create, like it's gonna sound amazing from the get-go.
Not true. What you just said, that's gobbledygook.
No, definitely not the case. Now, maybe if you're just a music production prodigy, like God bless, go forth, bring the world some music. But for me and all the other regular Joes out there, it's gonna take some time to get you to a place where you can recreate the things that you're hearing out in the world, you're hearing on the radio, you're hearing on Spotify. It's gonna take some time. Just because somebody on YouTube or on Instagram says like, this is the way, this is the thing, this is how you do it, like, yeah, la, 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 la. At the end of the day, you can't just function off of different procedures that people are telling you to do. You have to understand your tools. You have to understand how things work, when to use them, why would you use them. A lot of times when I first started, if somebody on the internet said, do this and it'll make your drum sound like this, bet I'm doing that on everything, and then wonder why, like, well, why is this working? You're taking a procedure and not understanding the principles behind it. Understand the principles of how to use your reverbs, how to use your compressors, how to use all the other things that are out there. Understanding it.
It's like he's trying to speak to me, I know it!
And everything that you're doing with this in music production, make sure you understand why things are being used and when they're being used. So something else I wish I would have known when I first started music production, and I got this from Nathan James Larson, is how much more there is to music production than the mix. You can have the most garbage arrangement and think to yourself like, oh nah, I'll hit that in the mix, I'll hit that in post. No, the music production process is more than just, I can mix it, it's gonna sound great. Music production process is about arrangement, sound choice, where you're putting things inside of your production. Music production is a much bigger picture than just mixing. Wish I knew that from the get-go. I would have saved a lot of time with some garbage arrangements and sound choices. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I helped you out. Hopefully I helped you avoid some of the pitfalls that I had when I was getting into music production. Like I said before, this is a process, so I will be glad to help walk you through this process just like I did, just like I'm still in. If there's anyone who knows everything about music production, please point me in that direction. As always, please make sure you like, subscribe, share. I have an Instagram page, I have a Facebook page. Follow me on those pages, stay up to date on the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm teaching about music production, and we're just gonna get better together. You guys have a good one, and I will see you next week.